Imagine tuning in to watch what you expect will be a heated but respectful debate, and suddenly, one of America's most well-known public intellectuals storms off the set. That's exactly what happened when Professor Cornel West, a longtime scholar and social critic, walked out during a live appearance on Piers Morgan's show. The exchange started as a discussion about political rhetoric, the use of terms like fascist, and the impact such language has on public discourse. But as tempers rose and interruptions mounted, the debate quickly turned into a spectacle that captured headlines across the country. West, known for his passionate style, argued that the conversation wasn't being handled fairly and accused Morgan of prioritizing television drama over genuine dialogue. His exit left viewers stunned and sparked fresh debate about the state of free speech and civility in American media today. The flashpoint moment came when Morgan pressed West on whether labeling political opponents as Nazis or fascists contributes to polarization. West responded by saying the deeper issue is the combination of greed, hatred, and indifference that erodes society's moral fabric. He stressed that qualities like honesty, decency, and self-reflection are disappearing, which makes public discourse even more toxic. His point was that hatred exists across the political spectrum, but in the current climate, it has become especially dangerous. Things escalated further when Andrew Wilson, a fellow panelist and podcast co-host, confronted West over previous comments about former President Trump's administration, accusing him of calling it a neo-fascist movement. West stood by his words, leading to an intense back and forth that drowned out much of the conversation. At that point, the debate became less about policy or philosophy and more about clashing personalities. Wilson accused West of fueling divisive rhetoric, while West countered that he had the right to make his case openly. Frustration grew as voices overlapped, with West insisting that his perspective was being dismissed. He argued that acknowledging the existence of neo-fascist movements was not the same as targeting individuals, but rather pointing out concerning political trends. Yet the interruptions and shouting left little room for careful discussion. The tension highlighted a larger challenge we see often in televised debates. When conversations shift from substance to spectacle, the audience is left with noise rather than clarity. This is what ultimately drove West to redirect his frustration toward Morgan himself. Turning to Morgan, West accused the host of prioritizing ratings and controversy over meaningful exchange. He objected to the constant interruptions, arguing that such behavior undermined any chance at genuine dialogue, while reaffirming that he respected Charlie Kirk as a human being made in the image of God. West criticized Kirk's positions, especially regarding civil rights legislation and Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy. But the breaking point came when West declared, "It's a joke, man. It's not worth it," and physically left the set. For someone with West's reputation for engaging in challenging conversations, the decision to walk out underscored how far the discussion had derailed. His departure turned what could have been a moment of intellectual engagement into a dramatic headline. After West's exit, Morgan defended the format, saying it was farcical to abandon a debate centered on free speech and listening to opposing opinions. But the incident raises broader questions about the state of public discourse in America. Can debates on complex issues like political rhetoric and free speech still take place productively on mainstream platforms? Or are they destined to devolve into shouting matches? For viewers, the scene offered a powerful reminder of the challenges facing honest conversation in today's media landscape. Regardless of where one stands on the arguments, the walkout highlighted the difficulty of balancing passionate expression with civil dialogue. In the end, the moment wasn't just about Cornel West or Piers Morgan. It was about the future of respectful debate in a society that desperately needs it.